They thought him a mere observer, silent, unimposing, irrelevant to galactic politics. But when the alien warlords threatened Earth, the quiet man at the treaty table stood, words like steel, eyes like fire, and changed the fate of empires. The treaty hall was a cathedral of cold light and colder stairs, massive pillars of alien marble stretching up toward a glass ceiling that showed the void of space beyond. Around the long obsidian table sat emissaries from 32 worlds, each draped in silks, metals, and colors that shimmered with wealth and authority. And at the very end of that table, almost overlooked, sat a man in a plain gray coat, quiet, hands folded, eyes fixed forward. Humans weren't supposed to speak here, not yet. Earth had been invited as an observer, only, a new species barely worthy of recognition after surviving a century of alien wars, occupation, and theft of their worlds. The Council had gathered to finalize yet another treaty to carve up human border territories, as if Earth's sovereignty was nothing more than a suggestion. The man in gray said nothing as alien voices traded insults like currency. Then the doors opened. She entered, a young alien woman draped in a short ceremonial dress of woven silver, a symbol of her species' rank. Her skin was a soft luminous blue, glowing faintly under the sterile lights. Long hair, a shade of midnight laced with hints of violet, cascaded down her back in waves that caught the glimmer of polished steel walls. Her horns, tall, curved, and regal, marked her as a high-born negotiator, one raised to see humans as little more than temporary servants. But her teal eyes betrayed something else, hesitation. Perhaps even guilt. She knew what this treaty meant. The man in gray knew it too. Still he stayed silent. The council leader, a scaled creature cloaked in threads of gold, smirked as he spread a set of holographic maps across the table. Earth's colonies will be reclassified for shared extraction rights. A fair deal, yes? Murmurs of agreement filled the air. The alien girl looked down, unable to meet the human's gaze. And that was when the council leader made the mistake of laughing. A pity your species has no voice here, he said. But then again, what could farmers possibly say to warriors? The man in gray slowly stood. No one moved at first. No one expected him to. His voice carried like a blade unsheathed. Farmers feed armies. Farmers turn wastelands green. And when farmers are done feeding worlds, he leaned forward, his shadow stretching across the map. They harvest. A ripple of unease rolled across the table. Several delegates shifted, eyes narrowing at the boldness of his words. The alien girl lifted her gaze at last, caught between fear and fascination, as if realizing she was watching the start of something history would never forget. You will sit down, human, the council leader hissed. Or you will be removed. But the man did not sit. He pressed his hands to the polished surface of the table and spoke louder, his voice filling the chamber like rolling thunder. You've stripped Earth. You've stolen our seas, our skies, our children. And you think we came here begging for scraps. The walls shook. It wasn't from his words alone. Outside, in the vast blackness beyond the glass ceiling, the void stirred, points of light blooming like a second galaxy forming. One by one, massive silhouettes emerged, harvest ships. Hundreds of them. Sleek, colossal constructs of human design, their dark hulls shimmering with faint gold from the glow of heated shields. The council froze. The man in gray spoke softly now, almost gently, as the alien girl's breath caught. We've learned from you. From your wars. From your greed. You called us farmers, and you were right. But you forgot what farmers grow best when they're left with nothing. The ships outside began to move, slow, deliberate, like predators encircling prey. The alien girl rose suddenly, stepping around the table toward him. Her short dress shifted against the curve of her body, ceremonial silver reflecting the deep blue of her skin, yet her movements carried no arrogance, only urgency. She placed herself between him and the others, her teal eyes burning with something defiant now. Wait, let me speak. But the man's voice cut through. Treaties end today. Terms end today. The harvest begins. In a single motion, he tapped a device on his wrist. The lights flickered, holograms stuttered, and in orbit, the lead ship split open like a colossal flower, revealing rows of planetary seed pods, each one loaded with enough terraforming fire to turn dead worlds into living ones, or living worlds into ash. The alien girl turned to him, whispering, only for him. You don't have to do this. He looked at her, not as a negotiator, not as a symbol of alien arrogance, but as someone who might understand. And for a heartbeat, silence ruled the chamber. Then, slowly, deliberately, he placed his hand over hers on the table. Then give me a reason not to. Her voice trembled. Because we'll stand with you. I will. My people will. End this war before it begins. The council erupted in shouts, threats, protests, but the man didn't listen to them. Only to her. His quiet eyes softened barely. Then he turned to the window, raised his other hand, and clenched it into a fist. Outside, the harvest ships did not fire. Not yet, but their formation tightened, a silent promise that Earth was done being stripped, done being mocked. The man in gray leaned back, gaze sweeping the table. Negotiations, he said, begin now. And for the first time in centuries, the galaxy listened.